SEO optimized intro script 1 minute. Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the Liberty United States of America wheat penny coins, the legendary 1-cent coins that have made history and continue to amaze collectors around the world. These wheat pennies, minted from 1909 to 1958, may look small, but some are worth thousands or even millions of dollars because of their rare mint marks, errors, and hidden varieties. In this video, we'll reveal the top 2 most valuable wheat penny coins every collector dreams of finding. From the iconic 1909 SVB, known as the King of Pennies, to the ultra-rare 1943 copper penny, one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. Each of these Liberty wheat cents carries a story of American heritage, rarity, and unbelievable value that could turn an ordinary penny into a fortune. So don't go anywhere. Like this, the 1946 USA wheat penny stands as one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in American history, a small copper treasure that holds the potential to change lives overnight. Born in the post-war era, this coin carries the energy of hope and rebuilding that defined America after World War II. Though it began as an ordinary 1-cent piece, the 1946 wheat penny has turned into an extraordinary collectible that could make its owner a millionaire in today's market. Some of these coins are so rare and unique that collectors from around the world are willing to pay unbelievable prices just to possess them. Hidden in drawers, jars, or old family collections, these tiny copper coins could hold unimaginable worth, the kind that transforms dreams into reality. The 1946 wheat penny was minted in 3 places: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and each minting carries its own story. Struck from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, these coins shine with a rich reddish tone that reflects their vintage beauty. On the front, you'll find the strong and noble image of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and freedom, while the back features 2 graceful wheat stalks framing the proud words 1 cent. But beyond its simple design lies an aura of mystery. Some 1946 wheat pennies contain rare minting errors, tiny mistakes that have turned them from simple pennies into priceless treasures. These errors, along with their perfect condition and rarity, have pushed certain 1946 pennies to values that reach into millions, making them one of the most valuable coins of their time. Among the most prized are the 1946 wheat pennies with repunched mint marks or double die errors, small details invisible to the naked eye, but pure gold to collectors. A faintly double D or S, a slightly misaligned strike, or a rare coloration caused by the copper alloy blend can send a coin's value skyrocketing. Some were even mistakenly struck on leftover wartime steel planchets or silver blanks meant for dimes, turning them into one-of-a-kind rarities. Imagine discovering such a coin in your possession, something so small yet capable of bringing you unimaginable fortune. These coins have crossed auction stages for breathtaking amounts, cementing their status as historical artifacts worth their weight in gold. The year 1946 also marked the beginning of a new era for America, the end of wartime production and the return to normalcy. During the war, copper was used heavily for military needs, so pennies minted in 1943 were made from steel. By 1946, copper had returned to circulation, making these coins a symbol of peace, prosperity, and renewal. Every 1946 wheat penny carries a spirit of post-war rebirth, a tangible piece of America's comeback story. Collectors value not just the metal but the message, a reminder that even in times of hardship, the nation found its strength and forged a future of hope. That emotional connection has made the 1946 penny not just a coin, but a living piece of history. At the same time, the fascination with United States bicentennial coins continues to grow, linking 2 great chapters of American pride. While the 1946 wheat penny reflects the resilience of post-war America, the bicentennial coins of 1976 celebrate 200 years of freedom. Both hold incredible historical and sentimental value, and together they symbolize the nation's enduring journey. Some rare bicentennial coins have been valued in millions of dollars, just like the rarest 1946 wheat pennies. The combination of these 2 monumental coin series, one representing rebirth, the other celebration, has made collectors chase them with unstoppable passion. What makes the 1946 wheat penny even more special is how its beauty has endured through time. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and E pluribus unum still shine proudly, embodying the principles on which the United States was built. To hold one is to hold a moment in time, the pulse of history captured in copper. Each coin tells a silent story of those who once used it during the early days of modern America, when every cent mattered, and yet, unknowingly, they were holding future fortune in their hands. The combination of artistry, symbolism, and age gives this coin a magnetic charm that collectors find irresistible. In today's coin market, the value of the 1946 wheat penny depends on rarity, condition, and unique features, but some examples have reached unbelievable prices. Coins in uncirculated condition with their original luster intact can fetch thousands, while error coins in perfect mint-state specimens have sold for 6 or even 7 figures. Every year, as more collectors realize their scarcity, the demand and the price continues to rise. It's not just a coin. It's an investment, a hidden treasure waiting to reward those who recognize its worth. So if you ever come across a 1946 wheat penny, never overlook it or spend it. Examine it carefully, because what might look like an old piece of copper could be your golden ticket to fortune. Just like the rare bicentennial coins, this penny holds the power to change your destiny overnight. It represents history, endurance, and the magic of discovery. In a world where fortunes rise and fall, the 1946 wheat penny stands as a timeless symbol that true value often hides in plain sight, in the palm of your hand, waiting for the right eyes to see it. Would you like me to expand this into a YouTube narration script, 5-minute voice-ready format, with SEO-rich keywords like 1946 wheat penny value, rare coins worth millions, bicentennial treasures, and hidden fortune coins to help your video rank higher and engage viewers longer? The 1944 USA wheat penny is one of the most iconic, mysterious, and potentially life-changing coins in the history of American currency. It's a coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye, yet hides within a story of rarity, error, and immense value that has stunned collectors for decades. Born in the midst of World War II, when every ounce of metal mattered, this small copper coin carries the spirit of an era defined by sacrifice and triumph. And while it was once worth a single cent, some versions of the 1944 wheat penny have since skyrocketed to values in the millions, transforming lucky finders into overnight millionaires. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of fortune waiting to be discovered. The tale of the 1944 wheat penny begins during a critical time in America's history. In 1943, due to the demands of the war, the U.S. Mint produced pennies made from steel coated with zinc instead of copper, since copper was needed for ammunition and military equipment. But in 1944, as the war began to turn in favor of the Allies, the Mint returned to using copper, made mostly from recycled shell casings from battlefields. However, some steel blanks from 1943 were accidentally struck with the 1944 design, creating one of the most legendary minting errors in U.S. history, the 1944 steel wheat penny. These rare mistakes are now considered among the most valuable coins ever made, with some selling for over $1 million each. The 1944 wheat penny, in its normal copper form, is already a beloved collector's item. Made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, it features Abraham Lincoln's dignified portrait on the obverse, representing America's strength and unity, while the reverse displays 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent, a design that evokes growth and prosperity. But the magic lies not only in its design, but in its story. Each of these coins tells a tale of America's wartime endurance, a time when resources were scarce, and every piece of metal played a part in shaping victory. To own a 1944 wheat penny is to hold a relic of courage, a silent witness to the era that defined a generation. What makes this coin truly extraordinary is the range of rare variations that exist. Beyond the steel error, some 1944 wheat pennies feature double die obverse, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes, small imperfections that have turned them into treasures worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coins minted in Denver, marked D, or San Francisco S, can also carry special value, particularly if preserved in mint-state condition with their original red luster. Collectors hunt tirelessly for these variations, knowing that even a subtle difference can mean the difference between a penny and a fortune. The 1944 wheat penny's legend has also intertwined with the fame of United States bicentennial coins, another group of rare treasures from America's numismatic history. While separated by decades, both the 1944 wheat penny and the bicentennial series embody the same patriotic energy, one representing wartime unity, the other celebrating 200 years of independence. Together, they stand as shining symbols of American pride and perseverance. Some collectors even say that owning both is like owning a piece of America's soul, one born in war, the other in peace, each capable of commanding breathtaking prices in today's coin market. To this day, the 1944 wheat penny continues to inspire stories of discovery and sudden fortune. Many people have found these coins tucked away in old boxes, inherited from family collections, or hidden in jars of forgotten change. Some of those finds have turned out to be the rare steel versions, instantly worth life-changing amounts. The excitement of discovering a fortune in the form of a coin no bigger than your thumbnail fuels the dreams of collectors worldwide. It's this blend of history, mystery, and hope that keeps the 1944 wheat penny at the center of coin enthusiasts' imaginations. In modern coin auctions, the value of these pennies has reached jaw-dropping levels. Common copper versions in pristine condition can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars, while the rare 1944 steel pennies have been known to break past the $1 million mark. Collectors are willing to pay anything to own one of these fabled coins because they represent not just financial value, but a tangible connection to America's past. Each sale, each discovery, adds to the legend of the coin that refuses to fade with time. So, if you ever come across a 1944 wheat penny, don't rush to spend it or dismiss it as just an old coin. Take a closer look. It might be the key to your fortune. Whether it's the elusive steel version, a double-die rarity, or a mint-state copper beauty, you could be holding something truly extraordinary. And if you also possess any rare bicentennial coins, treasure them too, for together they tell the story of America's enduring strength and glory. The 1944 wheat penny isn't just metal. It's a miracle of history, a coin that proves fortune sometimes hides in the simplest of places, waiting for the right moment to change your life forever. Would you like me to now format this version into a YouTube narration script? Perfectly timed for 5 minutes, SEO optimized with keywords like 1944 wheat penny value, coins worth millions, and rare U.S. bicentennial coins. For your next video upload, the 1956 USA wheat penny is one of the most fascinating and collectible coins ever struck in American history. A tiny piece of copper that carries with the power to change fortunes and rewrite destinies. Though it was born as a humble 1-cent coin, certain rare versions of the 1956 wheat penny have reached unimaginable worth in today's coin market, with some examples selling for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of living history, a treasure that reminds us that true value can hide in the simplest places. Every curve, every glint of its copper surface tells a story of time, craftsmanship, and mystery, making it one of the most desirable coins among collectors worldwide. The 1956 wheat penny was minted in an era of post-war prosperity and optimism in the United States. It was a time when the American spirit was soaring, and every symbol of progress, including its coins, carried a sense of pride. Struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, these pennies were crafted from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving them that iconic reddish-brown glow collectors cherish today. The obverse side bears a strong image of Abraham Lincoln, representing freedom and endurance, while the reverse proudly displays 2 wheat stalks encircling the words 1 cent, a design that symbolized growth and harvest, both literal and financial. But hidden among these coins are rare variations and minting errors that transformed ordinary pennies into treasures worth more than gold. One of the most valuable and talked about varieties of the 1956 wheat penny is the 1956 D double die and repunch mint mark version. These were created when the minting process slightly misaligned during production, causing the letter D, or some parts of Lincoln's portrait, to appear doubled. To the untrained eye, these small imperfections may go unnoticed, but to coin experts and investors, they represent staggering value. Some of these error coins have fetched massive auction prices, as collectors fiercely compete to own such rare pieces. Each flawed coin tells its own story. A story of human craftsmanship accident, and the creation of something far more precious than its intended worth. The 1956 wheat penny also carries emotional and historical weight, as it was among the final years of the iconic wheat design before the Lincoln Memorial reverse replaced it in 1959. That transition marked the end of an era in American coinage, a farewell to the design that had symbolized hard work, unity, and prosperity since 1909. This makes the 1956 coin not only a collectible, but also a final chapter in the legacy of the wheat penny, which gives a special place in the hearts of coin historians and patriots alike. For collectors, owning one of these coins is like holding a farewell note from the past, a small token of a time when the American dream was newly alive and thriving. But what truly elevates the story of the 1956 wheat penny to legendary status is how it parallels the fascination with United States bicentennial coins. Though struck decades apart, both coin types have captured the imagination of collectors for their patriotic symbolism and potential fortune. While the 1956 wheat penny embodies the strength and determination of mid-century America, the bicentennial coins of 1976 celebrate 200 years of liberty and independence. Both categories have produced rare and valuable varieties, some worth millions of dollars today. Together, they remind us that history, art, and luck often converge in the smallest forms, hidden in pockets, jars, or dusty drawers, waiting for discovery. Every detail on the 1956 wheat penny has meaning, from the word liberty stamped boldly beside Lincoln's face to the timeless motto, "In God we trust," that crowns the design. These inscriptions are more than decoration. They are the moral compass of a nation, engraved in metal for generations to hold. Over the decades, these coins have survived wars, recessions, and revolutions in technology, yet their value continues to rise, not just for their metal composition, but for their enduring symbolism. When you hold a gleaming 1956 wheat penny, you are holding a fragment of America's story, a story of resilience, ambition, and hope. In today's thriving collector market, the value of the 1956 wheat penny depends greatly on its condition, rarity, and whether it contains a special error. Common versions can still fetch impressive prices in pristine, mint-state condition, often hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But it's the rare double die, off-center strikes, or unique coloration varieties that command the true fortunes. High-grade certified coins and unique error examples have crossed into million-dollar territory, making them one of the most sought-after U.S. pennies in existence. Each passing year only increases their rarity, ensuring that the legend of the 1956 wheat penny will never fade. So, if you ever come across a 1956 wheat penny, don't rush to spend it or overlook its potential. Look closely, inspect its mint mark, and preserve it with care, because you might be holding a coin capable of changing your life overnight. Like the rare bicentennial coins, these wheat pennies are more than currency. They're keys to fortune, artifacts of American pride, and reminders that even the smallest things can carry the greatest value. The 1956 wheat penny is a timeless masterpiece, a one-set miracle that could turn an ordinary person into a billionaire with just one lucky find. Would you like me to turn this into a 5-minute YouTube narration script? With smooth pacing, SEO keyword. The 1951 USA wheat penny is one of the most fascinating and collectible coins in American history, a small copper coin that carries within it the potential to change your fortune overnight. What was once just a simple 1-cent piece has now become a rare treasure sought after by collectors all around the world. Some versions of the 1951 wheat penny have reached unimaginable worth in today's market, with values soaring into the hundreds of thousands and even millions for special varieties and rare errors. This coin is more than money. It's a symbol of America's post-war strength, history, and hidden prosperity, proving that even the smallest objects can hold life-changing fortune. The 1951 wheat penny was minted at a time when the United States was rebuilding from World War II, entering a golden era of growth and confidence. Struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, these coins were made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving them their iconic warm, reddish glow that collectors adore. On the obverse side, we see the legendary image of Abraham Lincoln, the enduring symbol of honesty, freedom, and unity. On the reverse, 2 elegant wheat stalks frame the proud words 1 cent, representing abundance and hard work, values deeply rooted in America's foundation. Yet among these ordinary coins, there exist rare varieties and minting errors that elevate their worth to astronomical levels, making the 1951 wheat penny one of the most talked about coins in numismatic history. Some of the most valuable versions of the 1951 wheat penny are those struck with minting errors. Coins that escape the mint with doubled images, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. These tiny mistakes, invisible to most people, can turn a regular penny into a treasure worth thousands or even millions. The 1951 D Denver Mint. Pennies, for instance, are known for their rare repunched D mint marks, where the letter was accidentally stamped twice, creating a subtle but distinct variation. Coins in mint state condition, especially those with sharp details and rich copper luster, are incredibly valuable and highly desired by top collectors. Every error, every imperfection tells a story, and that story can lead to a fortune. The historical significance of the 1951 wheat penny also adds to its charm. As America emerged from war and moved toward peace, coins like this represented a nation's rebirth, strength, hope, and renewal captured in copper. People of that era could never have imagined that the very coins they carried in their pockets would one day become treasures worth unimaginable sums. That emotional connection to America's post-war identity makes the 1951 penny more than just a collectible. It's a living piece of history. Holding one is like touching the heartbeat of the 1950s, a time of unity, rebuilding, and optimism. What makes the story even more captivating is how collectors often link the 1951 wheat penny to the United States bicentennial coins, both representing different yet powerful chapters in American pride. While the wheat penny honors a legacy of Lincoln and the nation's perseverance, the bicentennial coins of 1976 celebrate 200 years of freedom and independence. Both series have produced ultra-rare varieties worth millions of dollars, and both continue to captivate collectors and investors. The pairing of these coins in a collection is like owning a timeline of America's glory, from post-war recovery to patriotic celebration. Together, they embody the soul and spirit of the nation. Every detail on the 1951 wheat penny reflects artistry and meaning. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and "E Pluribus Unum" tell a story of faith, freedom, and unity. The deep engraving of Lincoln's portrait speaks of endurance and strength, while the wheat stalks symbolize prosperity earned through hard work. It's this combination of design, symbolism, and history that gives the coin an almost magical appeal. For collectors, the coin's beauty goes beyond metal. It's a tangible reminder of the American dream itself. In today's market, the value of a 1951 wheat penny depends on several factors: condition, rarity, and the presence of errors. A normal circulated penny might be worth only a few dollars, but high-grade uncirculated examples with perfect copper-red shine can command thousands. Error coins in rare mint-mark varieties, like the 1951 D or 1951 S double dies, have reached massive auction prices, sometimes breaking into six-figure or even seven-figure range. The coin's popularity continues to grow each year as more collectors realize its scarcity and historical value. For those who own even one pristine 1951 wheat penny, the potential for enormous profit is undeniable. So, if you ever come across a 1951 wheat penny, handle it with care, study it closely, and never spend it. It might be the key to your fortune. What seems like a simple coin could hold the power to make you rich overnight. And if you also own any rare U.S. bicentennial coins, treasure them too, because both represent the extraordinary value hidden within American history. The 1951 wheat penny is not just copper. It's a piece of time, a story of legacy, and a beacon of prosperity. Sometimes the greatest treasures come in the smallest forms, and this coin is living proof that even a single cent can change your life.